When the final whistle blew at the Santiago Bernabéu, Arsenal had done what few dared to dream. They defeated Real Madrid in the semi-finals of the Champions League. It was not just a shocking result, it completely changed the way the world looks at the North London club. Now the question is no longer can Arsenal compete with the giants, but rather, when will they finally lift the big trophy to prove it? Under the guidance of Mikel Arteta, the Gunners have transformed dramatically from a team struggling to stay in the top four to back-to-back runners-up in the Premier League and very likely on the verge of a third straight season. Along the way, they have not only reclaimed their domestic standing, but also emerged as a rising force in European football. Right now, Arsenal are like a masterpiece waiting for the final brushstrokes, and nothing would complete the canvas more perfectly than a Champions League title, the trophy that has always eluded them no matter how close they have come. Perhaps this is the key to finally stepping out of the shadows of the past and becoming a true giant in the modern game. Before we dive deeper, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share to support Inside the Locker Room. Arsenal's revival under Arteta is a story of vision, persistence, and modern thinking. Once criticized for lacking identity, the club now boasts a clear and defined style, solid defending, creative attacking, and most importantly, total control of the match. Beating Real Madrid, the club with 15 Champions League titles, is not just a historical achievement, it is a bold statement. Arsenal are now ready to sit at the table with Europe's elite. But as Arteta himself once said, the best is yet to come. The FA Cup win in 2020 may have been his first silverware at the Emirates, but for a club with Arsenal's legacy, the Premier League or Champions League is the true measure of success. One of the highlights of this journey is Arsenal's innovation in tactics, something that once defined the Arsene Wenger era. If Wenger revolutionized English football with diet and sports science, Arteta is carving his own path through tactical mastery. The appointment of Nicolo Jover, a set-piece specialist, was a masterstroke. Since 2021, Arsenal have turned dead ball situations into deadly weapons. According to Opta, they have scored 22 goals from set pieces in the Premier League this season, far more than any other team. Declan Rice's free-kick goal against Real Madrid was not just a moment of brilliance, but the result of meticulous preparation. Their set-piece success is not just about technique, it is a reflection of Arteta's strategic mind. In today's game where top teams are so evenly matched, small details like corners, throw-ins, and free kicks can decide everything. Even Liverpool boss Arne Slot admitted, Arsenal have shown how set-pieces can become a top-tier weapon when properly prepared. You simply cannot win big matches without mastering set-pieces. And when a direct rival like Liverpool says it, there is no doubt about Arsenal's current influence. In this tactical masterpiece, Mikel Merino is emerging as a new symbol at the Emirates, a central midfielder with exceptional aerial ability, strong stamina, and elite movement off the ball. However, Arsenal's success is not built on tactics alone. It also comes from team spirit, ambition, and belief, qualities that Arteta has ignited in his players. What was once a disconnected squad is now a united force, willing to fight for each other, from Martin Ødegaard and Bukayo Saka to Gabriel Magalhaes. As captain, Odegaard is not just the conductor on the pitch, he is the bridge between Arteta and the dressing room. According to The Athletic, Odegaard often holds private group meetings before big matches, a rare habit for a player only 25 years old. That unity has helped Arsenal survive tough moments like the dramatic draw at Anfield or the emotional win over Real Madrid in the Champions League quarterfinals. Still, Arsenal's revival is not yet complete. Finishing second in the Premier League for 2 straight seasons and now possibly a third shows consistency, but it also serves as a reminder. They are not champions just yet. But the line between great and legendary is razor thin, and Arsenal, now more than ever, are closing in. Frustrating draws against lower-ranked teams like Fulham and Everton have sparked a serious question. Are Arsenal missing that one true finisher, a player who can seize a moment, deliver the killer blow, and turn chances into silverware? There is another pressure that cannot be ignored, the weight of expectation from the fans and the unforgiving glare of the media. Arsenal are not just another football club. They are a historic symbol of English football, boasting 13 league titles and a collection of major honors. Since their last Premier League triumph in 2004, the wait has been long, and now, the hunger to reclaim glory burns brighter than ever. Across social media, especially on the platform now known as X, A growing number of voices are asking, does Arteta need a major trophy to truly define his reign? One post, now viral with thousands of shares, sums it up perfectly. Arsenal are great right now, but if they do not win anything, they are still just a good team. It may sound harsh, but it reflects the immense expectations weighing on Mikel Arteta's shoulders. Compared to the Arsene Wenger era, when Arsenal lifted 3 Premier League titles and 7 FA Cups, Arteta is building a new legacy, but under vastly different conditions. If Wenger had to face a dominant Manchester United, then Arteta now stands toe-to-toe with a nearly flawless Manchester City under Pep Guardiola and a refreshed Liverpool guided by Arne Slot. According to ESPN, Manchester City have spent over £1.2 billion on transfers in the last 10 years, double Arsenal's budget. Yet the Gunners remain firmly in the title race. That alone speaks volumes about Arteta's tactical acumen and Arsenal's smart recruitment. Instead of diving headfirst into a spending war, Arsenal have taken a different path, investing in youth and underrated talents that fit their football philosophy. But when the time came, they did not hesitate to make a statement with marquee signings, and now they are reaping the rewards. Declan Rice, a £105 million signing from West Ham, has proven every penny well spent. He controls the midfield like a fortress and steps up when it matters most. Kai Havertz, once questioned after an inconsistent spell at Chelsea, has become a key figure under Arteta, netting 12 goals in the Premier League this season. According to Transfermarkt, Arsenal's current squad value has reached €1.1 billion, putting them in the same league as giants like Real Madrid and Manchester City. This is not just about present-day strength, it is the foundation of a sustainable future. But to turn that potential into reality, Arsenal must conquer their biggest test yet: mentality. Football history shows us that one major trophy can change everything. Liverpool waited 30 years for a league title, and it only truly began after their Champions League win in 2019. Manchester City's rise began with their title in 2012, paving the way for an era of dominance. For Arsenal, winning the Premier League or Champions League would be more than just silverware. It would be a turning point. A message to the world that they are done with the almost narrative, that they are ready to become champions in every sense of the word. Looking at the bigger picture, Arsenal's journey is not just their own. It brings new life to the Premier League, a league increasingly dominated by clubs backed by massive investment from the Middle East, the United States, or Asia. Arsenal are living proof that you can still compete through smart leadership, long-term vision, and belief in footballing ideals. The Gunners are not fighting with cash alone, they are fighting with ideas, with passion, and with belief. And that is what makes their story so compelling, not only to Arsenal fans, but to anyone who loves football as an art of strategy. Digging deeper into the journey, it becomes clear Arsenal are standing at the edge of history. Mikel Arteta has built a young, unified squad with identity and ambition, and now the question is no longer, can they become champions? It is, when will they? With a gifted coach, a tight-knit team, and a core of rising stars, Arsenal stand on the brink of something special. And when the final whistle blows, whether in the Champions League final or the last day of the Premier League season, the world will be watching. Can Arsenal finally turn the dream into reality, or will it be another chapter of what might have been? Only one thing is certain. The trophy Arsenal have craved for so long is no longer out of reach. It is right there, within sight. The only question left is, do they have the courage to reach out and grab it?